first, man. What up? Let me get a little mic check. Let me know if you can hear me all right. Let's get a little microphone check. Look like my guy James right there. Yo, Sneaker Tyler in the build. Yo, what up? Dwayne Saunders in the build. What are you doing up? You working already? What up, bro? Yo, can y'all hear me all right? I'm like partially whispering. I don't want to wake people up. Can you hear me? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you can hear me if I'm talking like this. I feel like I'm whispering, hitting you with that Barry White voice. What's good? What up? What up? He said we can hear you. Yo, Sneaky Tyler, man. It's 4:40 in the morning. He said it's like, hey, I'm glad you said that. Let's put some music on. Why so quiet up in here? We throwing some musics. Me and my man go back way before the music. Let's get some music going. Man, I cannot sleep. He said it's like ASMR. Let's get some music going. What's the deal? What's up with everybody, man? Get some music. All right, Dwayne said he can't really hear me. I'm trying not to make too much noise because people is sleeping. But I guess I can talk a little bit louder. If I get in trouble, man, I'm gonna blame y'all. I'm gonna let the people say they couldn't hear me. Bill Smith in the build. What up? What are you doing up? Where you tapping in from? Let me know where you at. Same, bro. Same, bro. Be safe, man. Are you working? You working right now? What you doing? You are on the East Coast. It is 6:42 in the morning. Are you grinding already? I actually got work this morning too. But also got a podcast I do Saturday morning for everybody who's tapped in. Myself, Mr. Think I'm Possible. Well, if you don't know, I'm a shoe tuber. Yeah, not a YouTuber, a shoe tuber. I review shoes. Okay, so you're already outdoor dashing. I feel you. Man, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. It is 4:42 in the mountain time. I am in Colorado. Let me know where you're tapping in from. Are you working? You getting ready for work? Are you off on weekends? Why are you awake? That's the question. Because I'm up right now. I am up. Why am I trying to act like Dr. Dre? Do you know what's so funny about that comment? My entire life, I've always been told I look like celebrities. I'm originally from New York. I'm from Queens. In my entire life, I've been told I look like people. And it's crazy. I'm 45 years old, right? So you might not know some of these names depending on how old you are. But I've been told I look like Latrell Sprewell. I look like Allen Iverson. I look like Will Smith. I look like Nelly. I look like Dr. Dre. I look like 50 Cent. I don't know. My whole life. My whole life. I look like Wiz Khalifa. I don't know. I don't know. I've been told that my whole life. He said, why are you trying to act like Dr. Dre? Crazy. Make sure you'll check out One Pair at a Time podcast. It is myself. It is Radio Kicks 26. It's my brother Lewis. It is Jay Elevate. It is Purple Haze. 4 of us on the panel. We do. That's what we do, man. We talk about sneakers, sneaker news, man. Sometimes we actually touch a few things on our little podcast. We talk about finances, current events. We talk about multiple things, especially on like the side lives. We try to keep it primarily sneaker related, but on the side, man, we talk about everything. We be getting it. We having fun. Yo, Retro 5 Racer Blue, the best pair. I don't have the black pair in hand, the Racer Blue pair in hand, but I'm sure it looks nice. I'm sure it's gonna be very impressive because I like the pink bubblegum, which I was able to hit on raffle. Surprisingly, I hit EQL on those, and yeah, yeah, it's a clean kick. It is a very clean kick. I don't personally rock pink like that, but it's a clean kick. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, if I'm gonna sell it. I really don't know. But it is a nice pair. I do think they kind of played themselves. I didn't even make a review on that shoe yet. I was looking at it earlier. I think they kind of played themselves a little bit with the whole numbering system, but outside of that, it's a clean kick. It's not too pink, if that makes sense. Phoenix in the build. What up, Phoenix? Thanks for tapping in. I appreciate it. Ooh, Phoenix. Why are you awake? Why are y'all awake? Let me know where you tapping in from. Let me know what time it is. It is 4:46 in Colorado. Let's see what the deal is. I said, you know you care about shoes when you keep the boxes. Yeah, I have. This isn't what you see here is definitely not everything, you know. I just kind of dimmed out the background because it is 6:46. All right, so you're on the East Coast. That's what's up. 5280, Florida. All right. Legendary Sons of Trouble is in Florida. All right, you're all right, Phoenix. I guess that made sense with the name. You're in Arizona. What's the temperature like? I know. This is probably the season when it gets dark. It does get a little bit chillier. But I'm a mover. I got a moving business out here in Colorado, and last year I did a move out to. It's my first time going to Surprise. I was in Surprise, Arizona, and it was like I don't know. It was like 118 degrees, man. It was it was hot, and I'm offloading this big old truck, and I was like, it's pretty hot out here. So, look, it's still gonna have 100 plus this week. Yep, I believe it. Yeah, I did that move in the summertime, and I was like, yo, it's hot. It was all good though. I just stay hydrated. You know, we got the job done, but I was like, this is toasty. You got a delivery. All right, man. Gotta do your thing, man. Drive safe. Thanks for tapping in real quick. Appreciate you. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in. So we got these Air Jordan 5s. Fire Reds. I mean, if you're a 5 fan, let me know. Are you guys tapping in? Y'all gonna cop these 5s? Are you waiting? I know this month we have a couple of kicks coming out. So how y'all feeling? What's the vibes on these 5s right here? What's the vibes on the 5s? I'm gonna go ahead and cop a pair of these black tongue 5s. I came out with a little video with my little prediction. Don't mean nothing because I can be completely wrong, but I got a feeling these 5s are gonna be an easy cop. But I'm not really pulling that out of the air because I've seen a couple of videos of people already hyping these kicks up. So let me tell you where I'm pulling my forecast from. Number one, StockX, right? The resale on these things ain't really crazy, you know, even in the larger sizes. Let me look it up real quick. I'm a size, I bounce between size 12 and size 13, and right now on StockX, A size 12 is going for $226. The prices has even come down from the last time I looked. A size 12 and a half is $238, and a size 13 is $227. So that's one indicator. The resale on these things aren't even high. Another indicator is there's going to be a lot of stores that have this shoe in addition to the sneakers app. So for those of people that, using the sneakers app as your way to cop, that's cool. But a lot of these retailers got these joints in hand. And then another indicator, in addition to just the retail stores, is a DSG. That is Dick's Sporting Good. And when I went to go into a draw for DSG, I noticed that there were 10 stores in my area in Colorado that's going to have these kicks. 10 stores. I've never seen a release with DSG with 10 stores out here where we're going to have this kick. So I think it's going to be easy cop. I could be completely wrong, but I think this is going to be easy cop. Let's see what the deal is. He said, I'm installing AC, fam, so don't preach to me on heat. I feel you. Yep, you're basically a superhero being an HVAC, and you want to know what? That is a big money. That's a good business to be in. Oof, big money. Got them purple AZ books and those black KDs recently, so I'm a little broke right now. But you installing them HVAC, so you got money coming in like that. So you good. You good. Fire. He said he need those KDs, fam. I feel you. Second you saw him. Chicken Tyler said Phoenix. That's awesome. But you got those KDs. Yeah. So you a hooper. You a hooper. And he is not a Bron fan. Now Sneaker Tyler, he like his LeBron shoes. And I ain't gonna lie, those LeBron 40Ks look nice. They do look nice. I used to think, are you gonna do it all night stream into the live on the podcast? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I really shouldn't, only because, let me tell you why. I still have work in the morning too. So your boy is wilding right now. Your boy is wilding out because I do have work this morning. So Saturday morning, what Sneaker Tyler Radio is talking about for everybody who's tapped in. Number one, I appreciate you. That's number one. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for being here and kicking it with me. I got work in the morning, Ty, so I really shouldn't stay on that long. But I will be going for the podcast, and after that, I got to go to work. And then, boom, let me share this with you. When I'm done with work, however how long that takes, I was going to stream this fight. This Canelo and Crawford fight. So I'm gonna be on for some time today. DB in the Bills. What up, DB? What's good with you? What the deal? What a deal? Ooh, look, you see, look. He said I need those 40K. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't have any LeBron shoes. The only LeBron shoes I have was some kicks that I had off of a flip from my boy out in VA. He kind of sent me his leftover inventory, right? Outside of that, I don't have any LeBron shoes. But when I saw pictures of those 40Ks, I was like, yeah, them dresses is nice. It looks like Phoenix got a little hookup there. He said, nice nigga connection. Where them 11s and 6s at? Ooh, I got a few 6s. I am an 11 fan. So bread 11s are actually almost like one of my favorites. I'm looking forward to them Gammas. Of course, I got like the cool grays and the cherry 11s and gratitudes, and I got me a few 11s. I got a few. I tell you what, I don't have any Gammas. I have a pair of Space Jams. I don't have any I don't have Concords. So yeah, there's a few that I actually don't have, but yep. What everybody who's tapped in? Okay, okay. So Phoenix, you sound like an active hooper. I don't hoop like that anymore. When I do, I primarily go for exercise and go shoot around. So I definitely don't. Phoenix, since you are an active hooper, we were having this conversation actually yesterday. Well, you literally just answered my question. I was about to ask you, in the gym, do you see any Ayeeee ones on foot? I know it's a performance basketball shoe, but we were talking about it earlier. But some people were saying they don't see them. They just don't see them. And you literally just said it before I asked. So you are waiting on some Ayeees to come in. That's what's up. South Beach, Fruity Pebble 4s, LeBron 22, Crown Jewel, Black Label Packer, and the LeBrons I got and just sold like 5 other pairs. Yeah, Sneaker Tyler Radio's been selling some kicks, man. He got his eyes on some stuff. And he's been releasing some kicks to restock. Man, that's what's up. Sneaker Tyler Radio been getting it in. He got a YouTube channel as well. Make sure you guys check out Sneaker Tyler Radio. Tap in. Tap in for sure. Say yes, sir. Waiting on them to come in. DB said LeBron has the best line outside of MJ, and I'll die on that hill. DB said he said LeBron James. Yeah, he said I don't even like Ayeeee, but them shoes are cool. I do think the shoes look nice. Never had them on foot, like he said, because I'm not hooping in them. It's definitely a basketball shoe, you know. But yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. David Bell said big facts. Eternal Rockstar. Yo, what up? Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for saying what's up, man. What's good? She was good. I figured I have a little red background. Let me change the background. I was trying to keep that little darkish, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like one of them, you know what I'm saying? Trying to keep the mode all, you know what I'm saying? A little low key. Damn near 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why I'm up right now, but I am. And you're up too. I'm over here somewhat whispering because everybody's sleeping except for me. What's about the president of the pop? Let me see. I'm a Suns fan and my pop's a Wolves fan. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. I feel you. You see the little late night sesh. Low key. Okay. I feel that. Let me change these colors up. Shine a little light up in this situation. Shine a little Lizite. Sneaky Tyler, salute. I appreciate you, man. It's definitely been like a work in progress too. He said, I think you have such a cool setup, Mr. Thing. Really excited to see what you do with those clear boxes. Yeah, so man, that you already know that's gonna have to be another live all by itself. Because I'm gonna have to install those things. So so you can't see it, but behind camera, so behind where the camera's at, I have another just a wall, right? I'm thinking about having a different type of looking setup behind there. So do you guys follow Jumper Man Chris. So the way he has it set up, he kind of got like these shelves right here. So he got them going long ways, right? And then he has like boxes on top of it. I'm thinking about doing something similar to that, just so that from this angle, I got the display, and then from that angle, it'd be kind of like the white shelves that I have here, but it's only like two deep or whatever. And then on top of that would be the cases. Just kind of have a different. So depending on which way I'm facing the camera, you just kind of see a different angle. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Yeah, yep. Thinking about doing something similar to that, with some sort of background illuminating back there and all that stuff. I have seen these lights. Man, shout out to all of my content creators. The pink Ayees. Nothing wrong with that. Do you know which one, like that colorway I like? I don't know if it's like iridescent, but it's I don't know if it's like purple and whatever, but I do like the way those look. I do like the way those look. Sneaky Tyler said fire. Sneaky Tyler said fire. Tyler, how you looking on your hours? On your Sneaky Tyler's your YouTuber as well. I call myself a shoe tuber, you know what I mean? Cause got them shoes. Man, I was watching this cat earlier, and I'm not gonna say his name. I ain't gonna play homeboy. I watch a lot of videos. Like I watch a lot of videos, especially within like my niche, because I just want to get better at what I do, right? So I was watching this one cat, and he had all these kicks, and like instantly I was like, yeah, man, those are reps. And I can tell they were reps, not necessarily from looking at them, right? Not necessarily from looking at the kick. Well, all right, actually, somewhat I can. It was actually from looking at them. I was looking at like the extra laces, the baggies that it came in, kind of like the size of the box and all that stuff. And this is just from looking at it in the video, and I was like, damn, I ain't knocking them because I don't do fake shoes, right? I mean, that's what you do. That's what you do. But at least he was transparent, because at the end of his video, he was like, of course, I got to shout out, if you want a pair of these, shout out my homie, and he put up her IG, and of course, because I get people in IG all day long trying to send me sneakers, like literally all day long. All right, I see some talk with the Avias here. Let me see. I like the Chrome Ayeeee. The tie dyes are fire. Let me check. Let me know. Said I almost got the clouds for my girl. I hear clouds are dumb comfortable. DB said, yo, Ty, you gonna make them pick up them Avias, man. $25 kicks. So Phoenix, I mean, this is my take on that. I think fakes can pass through and slip through like any platform, right? StockX seems to have like the worst reputation for it, but I'm pretty sure fakes can pass through Flight Club and GOAT, StockX, and everywhere else that you pick up your kicks from. But it seems like StockX seems to have the worst reputation for it, if that makes sense. But I'm right there with you. Me personally, I don't buy off of StockX. I refer to StockX when it comes to pricing, because that's the general platform that people go to, which is funny, man. People be trying to finesse you, when it comes to that, but that's crazy. So are you talking about total watch time? Primarily regarding monetization. So for those of y'all that don't know, shout out to everybody. I tips my hat. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in. I am on this journey to becoming fully monetized, and being a content creator, let me tell you guys something, man. It's having a little heart to heart. This thing ain't easy. I know people make it look easy, and I'm not talking about content creation, right? I can make content. I can talk on camera. I can do all that stuff. I'm talking about getting fully monetized on this platform. It ain't easy. YouTube didn't make it they say, statistically speaking, they say 90% of YouTubers do not even get 1,000 subscribers. 90%. That is a very high percentage. Very high percentage. Yeah, same here, Phoenix. You know, I've been entering raffles and going to the stores and all that other good stuff. You know, said everybody, you gotta try them out. They're actually one of my favorite shoes. I wear them so much, it's ridiculous. Hey, if it's comfortable, it's comfortable. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You waited for months on shoes at StockX. 222. Okay. Jay Elevate, sir. Why is you awake? Well, I know you're an early riser. You probably out running and exercising and doing your thing. Jay Elevate. And we about to levitate. What up, Jay? I know it's early, Jay, but if you wanna jump on, man, I'll send you the link. It's all good. It's up to you. I'm sure everybody's probably sleeping. Everybody's sleeping on my end. Everybody's sleep. You're not working out. You're not running this morning. Yeah, man. Everybody over here sleep. Tyler was asking. He was like, "Are you gonna stay on until the One Period of Time podcast?" I was like, "Probably not. I really need to chill." But you know me, man. I've been on that grind time. I'm on that grind time. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in. Double tap that screen. Run those likes up. Let's get to 10. Let's get to 10 likes. When I get to 10 likes, I am logging off. All right, that was cap. But it sounded good though. Yo, I freaking hear that so much on IG, it is played out. Every time I'm on IG, nothing beats your Jack 2 holiday. I'm like, okay. Everybody and their mama's using that joint. But good morning. Thanks for tapping in though. Good morning. Every time I hear that, I'm like, oh gosh. Why you always lying? Oh my gosh. Oh, he said you gotta go scoop my girl up in 30. That's what's up. That's why I'm here. I feel you. Jay Elevate said, no time to sleep when you got goals to meet. You want to know what, Jay? I was actually thinking about that earlier because, all right, once again, shout out to everybody who's here. I've been going I've been going extra hard on these lives because it is a way for me to get my watch time hours in addition to the videos that I make, my long form content. I was thinking about that earlier today. Actually, I don't know, about an hour ago. And I was like, man, I am on this journey. I am on a mission. And y'all remember the Kobe stories? Like, whenever you hear people talking about Kobe, you know, when they were out partying, he was in the gym. When they were sleeping, he was in the gym. When they were in the gym, he was in the gym, right? So I'm looking at this process, literally like this YouTube process, as the same exact way. It's like I can be playing my Xbox right now. It's sitting right there on this big old TV right here to my left, and I haven't been on my Xbox. I could be watching football games on Sunday, whatever, and I'm not watching this. I'm not knocking anyone who's doing that, but I'm on a mission, right? I could be asleep right now, and I'm not, right? So I'm looking at it the same way, man. Like if you want extraordinary results, you have to do extraordinary things. And I've been on this platform kicking it with y'all and chilling with y'all. Y'all been showing me love too, so I ain't taking the credit for it because I can get on live all day. If I don't got nobody tuned into the channel, it don't mean nothing. So I've been on here cleaning kicks and doing lace swaps and making videos and reviews and content and just kicking it, and we be talking about all types of stuff, and y'all been tuning in. You know what I mean? Y'all are helping me out because I need the help. Like I do, I need the help. All right, I'm trying to become fully monetized. So even when I'm on here, and not just me, when your favorite content creator says stuff like and subscribe, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think subscribers is kind of like a vain metric, You only need 1,000 subscribers to become monetized. Sorry, I get the hiccups. To become monetized on YouTube, right? So after you hit 1,000 subscribers, whatever, I mean, it doesn't really matter how many subscribers you have, right? What really matters is the fact that you're getting what's called watch time, that you got people watching your content. Whether they're subscribed or not really don't really matter. If you got a lot of eyes watching it, that's what matters, right? So, but the reason why I do think subscriber count is important is because people will watch your videos based on how many subscribers you have. So you can have dope content, but and if you make a video about something and somebody already made a video about it and they got 300,000 subscribers, you might watch the 300,000 or the 1 million subscribers before you watch the guy with 1,700 subscribers, right? So it's a vain metric. I'll be honest. I mean, YouTube don't pay any more money because you got more subscribers. That's all. But to answer your question, who cares about eyes and subs, man? Content creators. Content creators do care about that because it's almost like psychology. I give you a good example. You're in the HVAC field, right? Let's say you're a YouTuber and you are very well diverse in installing air conditionings. Like, you know what you're doing, right? You actually might have more experience than other people out there. But if you only got 100 subscribers, man, and you're making great content about HVAC, people might not click on your videos, not because you don't know what you're talking about, only because you only got 100 subscribers. So they're going to assume you don't know what you're talking about because you don't have a large following. And then there could be somebody who's in Arizona, who's in Phoenix, right, who don't know as much as you do, but they got 100,000 followers and they get all the clicks and views and they're making money on YouTube and they're monetized. And you're sitting on the side like, not even hating, you're just sitting there like, yo, this dude don't even know what he's talking about. Why y'all following and listening to this guy? So I'm just using that as an example, though. I'm just using that as an example. I know y'all are going off here. But yeah, man, appreciate all of you for tapping in. You know what I mean? Thanks for listening and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, so Phoenix, I'll give you a little example, man. I have a moving company. I got a moving business out here in Colorado. I've been in business a little bit over a decade. So it's running a business, in reality, and being a YouTuber, or like, honestly, it's just two separate like two separate things. I do agree. You do have to believe in what you do, and it makes you big. That's why I have a successful moving company out here, right? YouTube is different. I just flat out tell you, YouTube is different. If you don't have the viewership, it doesn't matter how good you are. If nobody's watching your content, it doesn't matter how good you are. If you don't get discovered, you don't get discovered, and that's just the way it works, right? No matter how good you are. You can be the best singer, the best anything, best seamstress, you could be the best, it don't matter. If nobody knows who you are, you get no discovery. That's just how it works. It's different. It's different. Yeah, it's it's different. It's definitely different. All right, Sneaky Tyler said, I feel that way about a lot of sneaky content creators. That's why I follow you guys, because you guys have real information, the history, and I always can learn something from your show. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Everybody brings something different to the table, even the people that watch. You know what I mean? And it's even dope just to hear other people's opinions and see other people's collections or hear about it. You know what I mean? All of that is dope. I'm gonna start doing lives. I want to start doing lives to where, like, I really want the chat to join my lives and get up here. I want to hear your voice. Like, I read your comments. I want to hear your voice. You know what I mean? And that's something that I want to do. There's a reason why I haven't created my membership page yet, because I've really been brainstorming on a way to provide value to anyone who does decide to become a member to the channel. So I'm working on that. I've been working on it, for a while. I've really been brainstorming stuff. DB and DB, you've been very faithful. I appreciate you. He said, I've been making a point to support good people that put effort and energy into building positive communities. To me, the metrics don't matter as much as the content. I feel you on that. Yeah, I feel you on that. 100%. And Jay and I talk about this, all the time. Um, I I I know you got to bounce a little bit though, Phoenix. So thanks for tapping in. Jay and I talk about this. Look, the community, that's here within this platform, though, hands down. I mean, it can't be compared to anything else. I mean, we legitimately like come through and look out for each other. Just as an example, just recently, Sneaker Tyler Radio, um, Walmart has these cases, these clear cases is from Kicks and Company, Kicks and Co. And I've gone online and couldn't find them. They were sold out. I went to my local Walmarts, whatever. They looked it up. Nobody had them in stock. But on his side of town, he was able to cop me a couple of boxes, a couple of cases, whatever. I got them sitting over here. So that'll be a future live when I add to my setup here to kind of get things going. But just as an example, he came through and looked out for me, and this is what we do here in this community, man. We look out for each other. Whether we help you cop some sneakers or help share an idea or some information regarding raffles, releases, whatever it is, we're literally here for each other. And this is like our escape. Like, this is our getaway. We be getting trolls, right? Because it's going to happen. You got to have thick skin when you putting your life and putting yourself out there, right? So we be getting trolls like, look at this grown-ass man with all these sneakers like a kid. I'm like, man, I ain't hurting nobody. I ain't bothering nobody. This is my escape right here. This is my thing. You know what I mean? And whatever other people's thing is, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? We ain't bothering nobody. A lot of evil out there in this world. Y'all see it. Y'all see it on a daily. I'm over here, sneakers in the background. You know what I'm saying? This is my little piece right here. You know what I'm saying? Jay said 10 likes, 10 push-ups. That is the norm, Jay. That is the norm. But in order for me to do push-ups at 5:17 in the morning, I'm gonna need 30 likes. I'll do push-ups on the live. Oh, man. Yeah, 100, man. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Oh, no. 100%. I'm speaking freely. I'm definitely not being negative, man. Like, I am blessed in every way imaginable. When it comes to the content creation side, it's just a different, it's just a different beast, like flat out. It is a different beast. I talk about this all the time. Like, in reality, I know how to close deals. I got a business, right? So I know how to be very articulate, and I can speak, and I can close deals, and I make money. It's obvious, right? On here, it's difficult to get people to like and subscribe, and it's free. I get people that pay me money to move their entire houses, and on the internet, it's difficult to get people to press a button for free. I know how to sell, right? I can sell, but the psychology is just different. It's like, wow. And I know why, though, because there's so many options. Man, I'm gonna have to Google this. Do you know how many content creators is on YouTube alone? And that's just YouTube. I say nothing about IG and freaking Twitch and TikTok and Facebook, and man, you got content creators everywhere. I didn't say nothing about TV. Man, you got people that still watch like regular TV shows, right? And they're not even on the social media. They're watching HBO and Cinemax and Stars and Amazon and cable. You know what I mean? So it's actually like kind of like a fight for your attention. That's what it is. It's a fight for your attention because you have so many options. He said, ain't no kid got money like that to buy sneakers. Such a silly take some people have. He said, don't be surprised if I pick your minds for advice and some guidelines, fellas. Oh yeah, for sure, man. We always here. He said, try not to allow people to take your joy. I agree with that. 100%. 100%. All right, fam. He said, call time. My man got some work to do. Thanks for tapping in. And they got to pick up your girl and everything. Salute to you. Thanks for tapping in, man. It was a pleasure. We all got channels, Phoenix. We got some time. Like and sub up. Appreciate you. David Bell. I encourage that. Like, hold on, let me see what Sneaker Tyler said. David, if you have any questions that I can help with, I would love to help. It's really fun making content. Said thanks, guys. You want to start your own channel soon? I encourage that. I heavily encourage that. Because I've thought about, like, this is a true story. I'm not the man and none of that stuff, right? When it comes to content creation, but we have experience. I thought about making a YouTube channel about content creation, because what I would like to do is I would like to give you like the truth, because I believe the truth would actually help and encourage you versus giving you just like the roses and the diamonds and the gold of content creation, right? Of course, these large channels can make content and be like, if you want to be successful on YouTube, you're going to have a good title, a good thumbnail, and a good hook to hook them in. And like that, you'll get 1,000 subscribers in a month. That's exactly what's not going to happen. Sounds great. That sounds great. That's exactly what's not going to happen with your channel. You're going to put hours and hours and hours into your content. Rob T in the build. What up? You're going to put hours and hours and hours of time. Why is there a moth? Oh, nope. We're going to kill this thing. Look, I'm going to turn my TV on. Oh, let me see if I can get him. He just ran. Man, I got him. Nope. I'm gonna get this moth. So you're gonna put hours and hours of time into your content, and you're gonna get 3 views. That's what you're gonna get. And one of those views is gonna be from you. The other one's gonna be from like your family members. And that's what's gonna happen. And that's not to discourage you. That's what's gonna happen. And it's gonna be a grind. It'll be a grind. David Bell, you can do it. I believe in you, David. Rob T in the build. Woodrow, what's up? Good morning. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in. Thanks for tapping in. 7:21 a.m. That was your 10th like. Yeah, Rob, I have 11 right now, and I appreciate you. 30 likes is gonna get some push-ups. Yeah. We gotta up the ante. I think people got used to 10. we gotta up it. What's good? Oh yeah. I see them spamming. If you want to handle, man. You want to handle them. I don't care. Ain't no biggie. You do what you want to do. You got the power. You got power. Go ahead and toss them if you want to. If you want to toss them like a salad, go ahead and toss them. You got the power. DB said you fellas make them look so fun and cool, but I know a lot of work that goes into it. Hard facts. I tell you right now, especially on like the entry level, you know what I mean? Like if you have like photography, videography, editing skills and stuff like that, I mean, I do think that's going to be extremely handy. Me, I came in this thing like blindfolded, didn't know how to do none of that, right? And still learning. I intentionally leave my first video that I've made, I leave it on there for a reason. It doesn't have a lot of clicks and views and none of that stuff. I'll leave it so you can see my progress. You can see my setup, right? I started right where I was at, and all of this stuff has been built, along the way, because it takes time. That's just, just like how you acquire your shoes, one pair at a time. I did not go out and spend thousands of dollars and to pick up, all of these shoes all at once. So it's a process for sure. And you'd be surprised, like in the very beginning, a 5-minute video can literally take somebody, depending on the person, it could take them days to make. Not even just hours, days to make, just for a 5-minute video. You'll be surprised. It'll blow your mind. You'd be surprised. And it does get easier. You're gonna get better, over time and practice and also. But that's what we're here for, because we're here to help you, guide you. Whole 9 yards, man. Whole 9 yards. We got your back, straight up. Bob T said, I just bought the Mars Yard 3.0 a few hours ago. From an invoice from Tom Sachs. Gonna check them out. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. With great power comes great responsibility. Is the stuff in the back real or green screen? So I specialize. I have a YouTube channel where I literally specialize in all green screen content. So even when I'm holding a shoe in my hand, it's just a green screen. Like I go like this, and then the green screen adds the shoe on, into my hand. So that's what I specialize in. So all of this right here with the lights and everything, this isn't it's not the real deal. So one of these shoes, I won't physically be able to touch it. So this right here, this isn't a real shattered backboard. This is actually just like movie magic. You know what I mean? So I'm not really pressing that toe box. I'm just going like this, and it looks like I have a shoe in my hand. You see what I'm saying? Look, you see how you don't see no shoe? You see how there's a shoe there? Yeah, it's just movie magic, to be honest with you. And this is what I'm talking about. When you get good at videography, you can actually make things appear. Like, watch this. You see how the shoe's gone? So that's the movie magic part of content creation. And I mean, I'm getting better and better at it. So if I really want the shoe to appear again, you see how I did that? And that's the beauty behind content creation. So oh snap. Nah, I'm clowning. I'm having fun. Welcome. I'm welcome. Thanks for tapping in. I'm just having some fun. It is 5:28 in the morning. Mountain time, of course. But thanks for tapping in, man. Salute. I'm just having some fun. Alright. It says you guys do cool stuff. Like the shows behind the curtain. I was watching in real time when you and Jay would actually cut a video, and that was dope to me. Thanks, brother. Thanks. Yeah, man. Normally with my videos, here goes the thing with me. I freestyle a lot. When I say a lot, I freestyle a lot of my content. So I just off the dome. And let me share something with you. Jay Elevate, right? All of that energy that you see with Jay, that's what he has in real life. Like, Jay is so dope. Like, his personality is very similar to mine. That's why I get along with him so well. Like, Jay is an absolute comedian. I'm telling you, he's an absolute comedian. So, what you see is what you get, because sometimes, I think people put on a show, they might have a persona online, and then when you meet them in person, you're like, you're nothing like how you appear, in your content. With me, man, what you see is what you get. If you ever catch me at a sneaker show or a sneaker con or an event or whatever, you see me out in public, man, there are times when like I'll be picking up a shoe at the mall. I'll be at DSG, picking up from a raffle or a draw or something like that. I'm at JD and people notice me and they come up to me and say, "What up?" And I'm like, "Yo, what up? What's good? What up?" And they're like, "Yo, Mr. Think, you like mad tall or whatever." I'm only 6'3", but what you see is what you get. I'm not like out there like, "Hi guys," being all, like, nah, man, what you see, this is me. Like, this is me. And I get to be me on this platform, right? Told y'all I have my own business, right? But even when I'm working, I got to be professional. Even though I'm the owner, right? I still got to be professional around my customers, right? So, but here, man, I get to, I get to be me. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. But I'm gonna be me. You know what I mean? So, and it's dope though. I have a lot of funny, a lot of fun moments. Jay got energy for days. Right now, he's in the parking lot loading up 1,000 pairs of fire red black tongues. Jay getting them all. You say Jay getting them all. Hopefully someday we can have a sneaker meetup or something like that. It would be cool. Of course, Ty. Of course, we'll be to meet up somewhere. I'm gonna talk to the fellas because I would love to do another meetup. Even if it's out of state. I mean, bro, we can go to Vegas. We do anything. Blessings from Dublin, Ireland. David, salute. Thanks for tapping in. What time is it out there? What time is it? Salute. Thanks for tapping in. Appreciate you. He said Vegas would be lit. Man, we'll have a blast, bro. We'll have a blast. I just got back from Vegas in July. Yeah, but we'll have a blast out there. Straight up. Yeah, cup of coffee. Good morning. Okay, 12:31 p.m. Okay. Just a little bit past midnight. That's what's up. Ooh. DB said, I want those black tongues, but I'm thinking they're going to be at my local outlet. Now, I haven't been to the outlets in a while. Are the grape fives in outlets right now? Because I haven't been, so I can't answer that question. Because I do, there's a part of me that do feel, depending on stock, this is always depending on stock, but I do feel that these black tongues are going to have a similar release to the grape fives. And I'm even talking about even with restocks. We'll see restocks on them and all that. I just don't think it's going to be a difficult cop. That's not me dissing the kick. That's not me saying I'm not getting it. I just don't think it's going to be a difficult cop. I wonder if, generally speaking, if people like fours more than fives. Because those cave stones, which happens to be a pretty nice kick, the cave stones are readily available as well. So if cave stone fours are sitting, I don't see why black tongue fives wouldn't sit. But once again, that's really contingent on stock. If Nike really wanted to, I guess, drive hype, we talk about this on the channel. If Nike really wanted to drive hype, all they got to do is just make 10,000 pairs, and all 10,000 pairs are going to sell out. Like the Steel 10s. J Elevate is a 10 lover. I like 10s. I do not have any 10s in the collection at the moment. But people weren't, we don't like the toe cap. Ain't nobody rocking with these, blah, 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 blah. And they sold out. But they didn't have no 200,000 pairs of them neither, right? So I think these are going to follow grape footsteps, depending on stock. All right, well, John, that's the end of that. That's the end of that. And it takes a lot. Like, no lie, it takes a lot for me to kick somebody out because I normally let people rock. I really do. I really do. But if you ain't got nothing better to do early in the morning than to do that, you can do that somewhere else. Because a troll is a troll is a troll. Have you ever seen a good looking troll? What up? What up? Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Thanks for tapping in. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Where did this moth go? Kind of forgot about it. I got a moth down here flapping around. But let me see. 5:35. What time I gotta be back on here? 7? Yeah, let me pull it an hour. Let me go ahead and get another 5 minutes in there. Tyler, you gonna lay down? Did you already go to sleep for the night? Where you at? I don't know why I got so much energy. I'm another one who got energy. I'm a very high energy person, man. High energy. I might go upstairs and relax for a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna grab them. Them Fire Red 5s. I got a job this morning, so as soon as I'm done with the podcast, one pair at a time, I'm gonna have to log off like pretty quick because I gotta move. I gotta go move somebody. Hopefully it's not a big job today because when I'm done with work, yeah, I'll head over to the mall, grab a pair of these joints, and then I wanna stream this fight later on tonight. This Canelo and Crawford fight. So I want to be on live while I'm watching the fight with the peeps. You know what I mean? And so it's gonna be a pretty busy day, actually. It's gonna be a pretty busy day. I'll be kicking it here. I want to say I don't remember if it was BT or John. It was one of them. I remember a couple of lives ago. I saw the comment section, but they said it just when I was logging off, and I never had a chance to address it. So it was either BT or John Parham, but one of them had said Mr. Think looks lonely. That's what they said. They said I look lonely, and yeah, they said Mr. Think looks lonely, and I kind of talked about that earlier on this stream, but yeah, I'm definitely not lonely. I'm on here spending a lot of time on YouTube because I'm just on a mission. Like when I tell y'all I am grinding, this is part of that grind. So I'm spending a lot of time on this platform because the passion. I mean, this is the passionate part right here, right? This is putting in like that overtime. This is when your shift is over and you just work a double. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm working doubles and triples on YouTube. So when I have spare time, I could be practicing going bowling. I can be going to the movies. I can be sleeping. I can be doing a lot. I could be on my Xbox. I said that earlier. And I'm going like triple time right now. So definitely not lonely. My wife and kids are upstairs sleeping. I work full time. I work more than full time. 40 hours a week to me would be easy. If I worked 40-hour weeks, that would be easy. I work more than 40 hours a week, right? I still got to be a husband. I still got to be a father. I still got to be a friend, an uncle, and a brother, and a cousin. I still got to help other people. I still go to church and serve the community. I do all that stuff, right? Because we make time for what's important to us. This is important to me. So here he is. Here he is. I'll be on the stream. I got Netflix. All right, bet Rob T. Yeah, man. Let's tap in. I'm gonna be here. More than likely. Let me see. Cause I'll just stream it from my Xbox. So I'll probably just turn my whole setup just a little bit because my TV's right here. So I can kind of look at comments and then look behind the camera and actually be watching the fight. Now watch this. I also watched the last fight with Tyson and Paul. And hopefully they got better servers, because when that fight was on, man, the stream was terrible. It kept freezing and glitching and pausing, because I'm sure they had a lot of eyes on it. A lot of people were tapped in, but the servers were crap. The Netflix servers were crap. So hopefully they got that all. Mr. Lonely Akon, bro, you on that grind, Mr. Thing? I'm so lonely. Dedication, One Pair Podcast today, then right to work. Thanks for spending time with us. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Appreciate you. Yeah, I remember that. You was in Vegas. I do remember that. You had tuned in. Remember, I was in Vegas when that happened. I was tuned into the live. During that time, correct me, Ty, wasn't like Travis Scott or somebody was in Vegas during that time as well? Was it Travis Scott? There was something sneaker related going on out there. Tyson stream was butt cheeks at times. Yep, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was. And I saw Travis Scott with the T-Rex Jordan. Yep, it was T Scott. That's right. I do remember that. That was all during that time. That was all during that time. Yeah, that's what's up. Well, the crazy part is I'm not even sleepy, right? As you can tell, I'm not tired by any means. But I think I'm gonna take a little break. I got me about an hour, 10 minutes before 7 o'clock, hour 20 minutes before 7, and then I'll be on here for the One Pair at a time. So shout out to everybody who's tapped in. Here goes the crazy part. If I didn't have work today, if I didn't have a move to do, I would just stay on up until the One Pair at a Time podcast. I would literally just end this stream just to start the next one up, right? And just rock out. But I'm gonna take me a little break and just go upstairs and relax. Just for a little bit. For about an hour 10 minutes or so, hour 5 minutes. Come right on back here. And we'll be here. So shout out to everybody who is here. Before you bounce, do me a favor. I would greatly appreciate it. I appreciate the conversation. Thanks for the comments. Just tap that like button. If you feel in the content, subscribe. It's no pressure. It is what it is. I appreciate you for just tapping in. Shout out to all of the faithful people. Arizona, I know you already left, but it was a pleasure chatting with you over the chat. And of course, Nika Tyler, Jay Elevate, Rob T, P. David Bell, everybody who's in the building, man. Because y'all are faithful, right? It's always love. One Pair at a Time at 7 o'clock in the morning Mountain Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. We're talking within the next hour and 18 minutes. I'm going to be back on here, and we're going to be doing a video. We're going to be live for these Air Jordan 5 Fire Red Black Tongue 5s. It's a hot kick. I think if you want this sneaker, it's going to be readily available. That's just my take on it. We shall see here shortly. I put in one draw. I didn't enter any other raffles or nothing. I did not hit on EA for JD. I didn't go down to Shoe Palace and enter a raffle. I put in for one draw on Dick's Sporting Goods. I don't think they're supposed to send the results out. They're supposed to send the results out sometime today. I'm checking my email now. I don't think they even sent it out yet. So, if I don't hit on DSG, it's all good. I believe when I'm done working, I'll be able to go cop this kick. So that's my take on it. We'll see what happens. Yeah, so all right, so just a heads up, DSG has not sent out. Actually, let me go to the app. I was checking my email. Let's see. So it just says draw entered. Oh, well, there it is, actually. So if y'all can see it, like I said, I think it's going to be an easy cop. Congrats, you scored. Pick up at Cherry Creek between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. with a valid ID. there's that. I hit on a kick. So, but once again, thanks, Ty. Once again, I guess I've been saying I don't think it's gonna be a hard kick to get. So that proves my forecast. So I have the kick. Good looks. Now it's telling me to be there by 2:00 p.m. That might be somewhat of a challenge, but I'll be alright. Hey, I tips my hats. Yeah, that's it. That is it. All right, y'all. Send it to this email. All right, bet. I just got a message from Lou. All right, fam. Let me get up out of here. Take a little break for about an hour, and I'm gonna be right back. So everybody who's tapped in, if you're able to join us, please do come back one period at a time. Podcast. I'll see you all in a little minute. I'm gonna go chill for a little bit, but thanks for tapping in. I appreciate the time. It's always a pleasure spending time with y'all.